Oh my God, that's delicious.
Oh, that's so good. I haven't had one of those in a while. Oh.
Welcome back to Fatties Over 40.
What is up, my brother?
How are you doing?
I'm better now. I had my first Jaegerbomb of the day.
Whew, that was good, right?
I'm sad. I want more. Mormon, if you're listening, Jaegerbombs, Jaegerbombs, Jaegerbombs.
Jaegerbombs are...
I shower in that shit.
So good. So very good. Longtime fan. I just realized these may have been love language when you were like, you want to do a Jaegerbomb? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I do want to do a Jaegerbomb.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
When don't I want to do a Jaegerbomb?
Wouldn't I want to do a Jaegerbomb?
Sorry, now I got to talk into the mic.
Right.
You'll fix that in post. It's fine.
Oh, it's so good, man.
I'm yelling, so it'll be all right.
So good.
Jaegerbombs are good. I don't care what they say.
They're the absolute best.
And those aren't the traditional Jaegerbombs. Apparently there's other shit in traditional Jaegerbombs. We just like to use Red Bull and Jägermeister.
Who else puts shit in them? That should be it.
There's something else in there.
Not the Jaegerbombs I've done my whole life.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's more expensive stuff in there. I could be wrong.
Not me. Not this guy.
No, not this guy either. I'm
a traditionalist. I am a traditionalist when it comes to my Jaegerbombs. Okay.
Are you?
Don't be trying nothing fancy. I want Red Bull. Real Red Bull. None of this Rooster Booster. None of these monster variations. I want real, actual Red Bull and a shot of Jaeger. That's it. Maybe 2 shots. Maybe we'll put a little Jaeger in there and then pour a little Red Bull and then do another. Maybe you want to do that. I don't know.
I mean, I'm good with that too.
That's good to me. That's what I like to get down on.
Maybe I was thinking of something else because this is just saying, wait, let's look at Wikipedia because that tells me everything.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Yeah. Jägermeister into an energy drink. Maybe I was thinking of something. Maybe I seen something else then. Either way, it doesn't matter. They're delicious and I don't give a fuck.
They are delicious. We have started it off. Welcome back. As I said, Blanco alongside Jonesy. Got a Jaeger.
Changing up a little bit.
Jaegerbomb in our system. Feeling good. But we're not done yet.
No, we're not done yet.
No.
That's just to start the show.
That's our appetizer.
It is the appetizer.
Would you guys like any appetizers today?
Wait. What are you opening?
I'll open the shit one.
Okay.
You know what it is.
Right off the bat today, when I was at the liquor store, because, we...
Oh, God, that looks like...
Oh, God, that looks like...
neon piss? My God!
That looks like I'm dehydrated piss.
Yeah, that looks like you need to go to the fucking hospital right now. That's what that looks like.
Oh, my
God. So that is mango Sonic hard beverage. Yep. That's what that is.
I don't know why I grabbed extra ones of those. My bad.
We thought the mango was going to be good. We're like, yeah, let's try that. Smells like mango.
Smells like mango.
Smells just like mango.
And it tastes just like mango.
Actually, not bad.
It's not horrible.
It's not as bad as I thought. I thought that was going to be the worst thing. Oof.
Bro, that's actually not bad.
Okay, I don't hate that.
No.
Actually, you know what that reminds me of? Did you ever drink the Sobeys?
Yeah.
They used to have a Life.
Yeah.
The
Sobe Life. Yeah, absolutely.
It tastes like that. And I love those things.
I don't hate that. There's not like hard mango flavor.
It's pretty smooth, man.
That's actually pretty good. I give that a 3.
All right.
I'm going to give it a 3.
This might be the best, but I'm going to go with it next anyway, just because we got to leave the classic. Yeah, I'm going lemon berry next.
Yeah, we saved cherry limeade for last.
Gotta be. Cherry limeade is the...
So, I don't know if I announced this or not, but these are Sonic hard beverages, not the seltzer. These are the hard beverages ones. And I've been looking at them in the store, and I didn't really want to buy a 12-pack because I wasn't sure how they were going to taste.
It's a lot more healthy.
That's not bad.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Oh, yeah, that smells really good.
Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a winner. That is tasty.
Bro, that's really fucking good.
It's lemon, strawberry, like a lemon berry slush, but it's got alcohol in it, but it's not super cold. Sorry,
it's raspberry. But, dude, that's really good. That's another great poolside beverage.
Yeah.
That and like this has like the consistency and flavor similar to how the hard Mountain Dews are. And I really like those. These are a malt beverage, by the way. They're not a seltzer.
They're not a cocktail either.
No.
It's a malt beverage. Oh, yeah. That looks like cherry limeade right there.
Look at
That's
that, baby.
what's up.
Look at that. Let me swap to the camera for that. Look at that. That is some good cherry limeade look.
Smells good.
Oh,
Oh, phenomenal. I love cherry limeade.
we may have just found our new favorite malt beverage.
That is a tasty malt beverage. Okay, you know what time it is.
All right, before we go suicide though.
I'm gonna start making them.
Okay, what do you say for mango?
So out of 5,
I give this one a 3.
it's really not that bad.
No.
I'm gonna give it a 3.25.
Ooh, look at you.
It's really not bad.
Berry lemon berry.
3.8.
So I give that one a 4, a solid 4.
Not quite there.
Okay. Cherry limeade.
It's getting a 4.
So I
Straight
give that
up
like a
4.
4.25.
See, I just can't go higher than that most of the time unless I'm wasted and we're
Dumb.
reviewing Monacos, and then
A 10.
I start throwing out crazy numbers. I'm like, whoa, let me tell you, Monaco.
I mean, we had a day.
It's got
We
what
had a
plants
day.
need.
Rondo. It's got Rondo, goddammit.
Monaco's got electrolytes. It really doesn't, folks. I don't think. I don't know. Maybe.
That's disappointing.
Oh, for the first time,
The mango took over.
the suicide is not the
It's
undisputed
not the
champion.
undisputed. Nope.
Boo.
We should have limited the mango a little bit. Because
Yeah, the mango's taking over.
Still not bad though.
No,
Still not bad.
I killed the
That's fine.
lemon berry.
We got 2 more of them.
Give a little
Yeah, there's a little bit more.
more cherry limeade.
It's
That's
still
good
a good
shit.
color. It's still a good color, folks.
Looks pretty.
It does.
And I'm going backwards on the suicide. That's a 3.5.
Yeah.
Because now it's like a cherry mango beverage.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's
Like,
not
I would
perfect.
drink it, but
Yeah, I'm going to
it's
finish
not
it.
like...
I'm not like, this is terrible.
No,
But it's not great.
not at all. I also will give it a 3.5.
So this has been on my mind since I drove over here today.
Okay.
Because, it's Thursday. We normally record on Thursday.
Wait. Today's Thursday?
Oh, fuck, I hope it is. So I planned accordingly.
Okay. Today's Thursday,
Oh,
folks.
excuse me.
I'm on vacation right now. Just started today.
He lost.
It
He
just
lost
started
days.
today, so I'm just fucking with him. Yeah, nope, we're good.
So
Okay,
I gotta
so-
go to McDonald's on the way over.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's 2 window system. You pay whatever, go to the window, and then there's a young lady in there
Okay.
that is putting the food together.
Okay.
Get ready to hand it to me, and this is something that hasn't really crossed my mind before
Okay.
till today.
Okay.
I see this lady, and I'm like,
Okay.
putting odds on this. It's got to be heavily flavored. Let's say she's got to be minus 300 to have an OnlyFans account. There's no way this chick doesn't have an OnlyFans account.
Oh, at a McDonald's?
At a McDonald's. And I'm like, can this be right? Can this be a real thing?
Interesting.
Which leads me to a game that I would like to play.
Oh!
For the podcast.
Oh, I get it now.
I would like to walk around.
Do you have an OnlyFans account?
Do you have an OnlyFans? Because sometimes you've got to admit, you've looked at people and you're like, you have to do porn. There's no way you're not doing porn.
Yeah. I've felt that in my mind a few times. Like, I've never said it out loud to anybody, but no,
But
there's
you've
like
done
times
it.
where I'm just like, you're on a website somewhere.
I
You're on a
guarantee it.
website somewhere.
There's no way you don't. So that's what I think. I think we should start when we do our man on the street.
Okay.
Maybe, do you have an
Only-
OnlyFans? Maybe we can have it shaped like a penis, something like that. Stick a penis in the face and be like,
I mean, the
They wouldn't have to
remote mics we
respond.
have- I would
Well,
say,
no.
the remote mics we have. I mean, we could fashion something for them.
I mean, if
We
there's
get some
like,
phone. They're like,
I'd be like, no answer needed. Thank you.
thanks. Have a good day. Have a good day. Thanks. Have a good day.
Then we can get promo codes from them, and then we'll review them for the show, and we'll come on here and tell everybody who had OnlyFans accounts.
Oh,
And
if
then
they do,
here's-
I would say if they do, I'm like, here's your next advertisement. We're gonna need some of your OnlyFans money. We're gonna need some OnlyFans money.
We're gonna need some of
We're
that.
not on OnlyFans, but we're gonna need some of your OnlyFans money.
We're not there yet. are getting close. I told you.
I shave my feet.
I gotta get a new HVAC system for the house, man. And the quote I got today had me going, woo! You know, we've got a lot of media equipment.
Okay.
I think it might be time to start selling some feet pics, bro.
You know what's funny? And you know what's fucked up? Is on the way home today, because we went and did some shit because the boys on spring break today. On the way home, the wife goes, you know, in order to get over to Europe, I might have to like clean the feet up and you're going to have to take pictures of them. I'm going to have to put them on OnlyFans. I was like, you mean Feet Finder? She's like, whatever, it doesn't matter. We need to get some money. And I'm like, huh, no shit. Apparently, that stuff is on everybody's mind right now. At least in this house currently.
And I'm here, and we're all like, you know what? We're going to need to come up with some money somehow, and this might be our best shot.
I mean, do feet pics hurt people? I don't think so.
I think
I mean, can you even get, okay, we've talked about this before. Can you get onto OnlyFans now in Kansas? Because of the ban thing where you have to identify yourself. Because I've never been on OnlyFans. I don't know anything about it. Not saying that you have. I've never even looked into it because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole specifically.
It's probably a good idea.
But
I think if you were a member before, I know a lot of people didn't switch over.
Right.
Like Pornhub was the only one that took a big definitive stand. They're like, we're pulling our website because we're not verifying ages.
Right.
And I think a lot of sites are still like, are you 18?
Yes
if you
or
click
no.
yes, you're in. And they're like, we asked.
Yeah,
and they say they're 18.
Okay.
No,
I got you.
Whatever you want. So
there's the ones that do that weird age verification with your face and all that kind of stuff, and then they delete the photo allegedly.
I mean, wouldn't you need some kind of card to do OnlyFans? And I guess you can get like a debit card when you're under 18, but you can't get a credit card until you're 18.
You could if you had it under your parents, or like if you were a
that's true. You could do a secondary account on the...
that's how people build their kids' credit, so that by the time they turn 18 or 19, they've got good credit scores, so they can buy cars and shit like that without having co-signers. I mean, my parents didn't do that for me. They couldn't afford that shit, but, you know, it's beside the point. I mean, I ruined my credit in college, so it doesn't matter.
Shit. They had every booth set up when you got to college. Every major bank was throwing credit cards at you. Like, we would give you a Frisbee, a T-shirt, a back rub, whatever you want. Just take this card.
Here.
Please take this card.
This bag that has that has the university's logo on it. Here, take this credit card. You're a dumbass teen. You're going to need this.
Because I'm just a teenage dirtbag, babe.
Essentially.
That's what it felt like.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, it was true. I was a teenage dirtbag, and I
Who wasn't a teenage
was
dirtbag?
reckless with credit cards in college. I paid them off when I got out.
Yeah.
But not when I was in there.
No, I get it. Like, I was horrible with money until I got a real big boy job, and then I kind of had to be responsible when I moved out. And it's like, probably shouldn't buy that. I still bought it, but then I worked overtime to make up for it. Because that was but I didn't put... Dude, I've only had one credit card in my entire life, and that was only after I married my wife. That's the only credit card I've ever had.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's why, like, I fucked up, like, shit, it wasn't until I bought, like, my third or fourth card that I actually bought it myself. Because, like...
You had zero credit.
Yeah, literally, I mean, like, I had
credit score was like
credit.
300.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we don't know about you.
Yeah, they're like... Yeah, because, like...
A little sketch.
I used to have to go to my mom and be like, hey, I need a new card. Can you co-sign for me? She was all like, yeah, I'll co... Because, like, my mom had, like, 780 credit or, like really good credit. So, like, we always got good interest rates, and we always did it through her credit union. So... Because credit unions are the best place to go to 9 times out of 10.
Most of the time. Local ones, not
national ones. Yeah.
They
suck.
Local
ones, yes.
They're the worst.
But, so, like, that's how I did it for a long time until I was, like, grown up. And then my credit was decent, so. But, yeah, and like, we have an Amazon credit card. That's what we have to build points to buy Christmas.
Nice. I got multiple credit cards now, man. We got one that we use as a family. It's the Sam's Club because
that makes sense.
We get points
Absolutely.
on all that.
Yep.
And then I've got my Apple card that I use.
Okay.
Because I also get daily cash on that. and that money goes to a higher interest savings account. And so it just sits there and makes more money. So I'm like, why wouldn't I do that?
Yeah, no.
But
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
there are things that when I make a purchase, like I just put my truck repair on it and then I just paid it off.
Yeah,
Like,
well, and that's the thing that
immediately.
that's the thing that I didn't ever realize is to have like I should have had starting at like 18 or 19. I should have had like a credit card that had like a $500 balance on it. I'm like, all I did was I put gas on it, and then at the end of the month, I pay it off, and then that builds your credit, and that's what a lot of people should do. They just don't realize it.
Yeah.
Because I never got told that because like in my household, my mom had an American Express. And back in the day, American Express used to be the creme de la creme of credit cards.
They were everywhere you want to be.
That
Don't
and
leave home
that
without
and
it.
like they were like secure and like I don't know, they just seemed like they were for the better people, I'll say it that way. Because anybody can get a MasterCard or a Visa. It takes a little bit to get an American Express card, or at least that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I don't know, that may not have been true, but that's just what I thought.
No, I mean, to get like an American Express black card, then yes. Because those are the ones that don't have a limit on them.
Yeah.
I've only seen a few of those in my lifetime.
Yeah, I've only seen a handful of
And
those.
it was always a athlete that had one. They would always pull one out. It'd be like a Chiefs player or a Royals player. And you're out at a bar and you just see that American Express black come out, and I'm
and
like,
it was metal, and those were the actual metal ones because you'd hear them clink.
oh yeah,
That's how you knew.
they're cool.
Yeah, they were.
They're way cool.
Yeah.
Way cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My mom didn't have a black card.
No, she probably had the green one, which is cool still.
Oh yeah, but it was just like it was like I always thought American Express was prestigious. It's not unless you have like the really really high end stuff. But like,
Right.
I mean, it always sounded better. But like Visa and MasterCard, they're like, we're accepted around the world because we're a shit ass company and we'll give credit cards to anybody. Whereas like American Express is like you have to have like this, and this in order to qualify. Whereas like MasterCard and Visa, they're like, your 7-month-old kid wants a credit card? Here you go.
They went, she's got a pulse. Give it to him. Give it to him. They can have it.
You're gonna have a $300 balance, but in 6 months we're gonna bump it to $7,000 because we want your money and we want that interest
And
rate.
we know you're too dumb not to spend the money.
Exactly.
Yeah, buddy.
Ridiculous.
Oh, it's so good. So good.
But I'm thankful because like I said, I used to be really bad at spending money, and it was probably a good thing that I didn't have a credit card when I was in my 20s.
oh yeah, because
Like-
I kept my balances low. I actually had to
Yeah,
call
yeah.
them multiple times, and they're like, "Hey, we bumped your credit limit up," and I was like, "No,
No, don't do
No,
that.
no.
No. Bring
bring
it back down.
bring it back down." They're like, "No," I was like, "No,
No.
bring it back down."
Be like, your credit limit's been bumped from 1,000 to 2,000. No, it hasn't.
I said no.
Nope. Bring it back down.
No.
Actually, make it 900.
Actually, I did let them get up to 2,000,
Yeah,
and then I
makes sense.
capped it. But I was like,
Oh,
"We're
yeah,
done."
no more. No
I
more.
go, because I can come up with $2,000.
Yeah,
Any more than that,
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be like, I got nothing
Like-
for you guys.
$2,000,
I can make that happen.
2,500. No, I can't do that.
25?
No, I can't do that. I can't do
I
that.
turned into the pawn shop. I'm like, 2,000 is the best I can do. Best I can do, man. And then they're like, you know what? Fine, we'll take 2,000 and a lot of interest
That's like-
from you and deal with it.
I guess I take that back. But I don't really count this as a credit card. But like I have a Nebraska Furniture Mart account that's technically a credit card.
It counts.
It does count, but it doesn't count for the global, like the outside world. Like
But it does count on your credit score.
yeah.
Because it is a open line of credit.
Because that's how we did the floors. Is through the
We got one of
Nebraska
those
Furniture
too.
Mart. Yeah, I mean, it has I will say the credit limit on that way too high.
Bro, you ain't kidding. And
Way too high.
the shit part is, we each had one before we got married.
Mm-hmm.
And so we never got a joint one or combined them or anything.
So you guys have like extra.
You got
extra.
And I'm like,
Because I probably know how high yours is.
let's not do
I
more.
can guess how much hers is based upon what I know and I don't know. So I'm just like, because I know how much ours is, and I asked them to cap ours because they wanted to give me more. And I was like,
You're like-
because the wife didn't have a credit card through the Nebraska Furniture Mart, and I was like, yeah, add her to my account. And they're like, well, do you want to like add her because like, well, it'll bump your thing? And I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And whichever one, I don't care. I'll let you choose.
I want this one.
Okay.
Blueberry.
They were like, yeah, that's going to take it up to this amount. And I'm like, okay.
Pump it up.
Yeah, I was like, okay, stop there. They're like, no, we can go higher. No, you can't. No.
Like I'm watching The Price is
can't.
Right. Yodeling. God, no, please,
no,
no.
fall off, don't fall off.
No, God, no, please.
Stay.
I don't want it.
Stay there.
I don't want it.
I guess I do have, well, now that I say that, I mean, I don't consider them to be traditional credit cards, but I did open a Home Depot card so I could get my lawnmower.
Well, also,
So that,
see,
I mean, it counts for reporting purposes, but like, I can't go to Quick Trip and go, hey, here's my Home Depot card.
True.
Can I get some taquitos on this?
Oh.
I mean, I wish I could. I'm not gonna lie, but
So this is funny. Funny for me, not for
Yeah.
other people listening to the show. Jisho will not think this is funny at all. But
he doesn't listen.
Oh.
It doesn't.
yeah, he does. He's gonna hear this. He had, I guess my mom had a Quick Trip card.
Get
roughly in high
gas
school.
card and all that shit.
Uh-huh. And then she was like, hey, what you talked about earlier, we're going to help you build your credit. We're going to go ahead and get you one of these as an extension of that.
That makes sense.
Well, my mom wasn't really using it. And I used it for gas, like, all the time.
Whoops.
All the time.
She's just like, why the fuck is there so much money on this Quick Trip card?
You've been using that gas card? Because that stumbled into college, too. 'Cause I was like, I was broke, and I was like,
Nah.
I don't remember.
Nah, I ain't been using. You been?
I was a
Tom.
is it-
Tom, you been using it?
Yeah.
Nah, no.
That's mom. Mom may have.
Mom,
he's like,
you
all right,
use this, right?
I already taught your mom. She ain't use it. I was like, oh. See.
Shit.
What
What had happened
was. I was like, damn.
I mean,
My bad. You can't give a broke college kid free gas, and they're going to be like, this will be fine.
I remember when I was in college, and I was going back and forth like on the weekends and shit. Like every once in a while, I'd have to call my mom and be like, "Hey, I need some money put in my account." And she'd be like, "Why? Do you want to see me this weekend?" Maybe. Like, well, I need you to like put some gas money in there. Is this really going for gas or is this going for pizza shuttle? Both. All right.
Depends how much you put in there.
I was like, how much can I get? She's like, you're gonna have to do some shit this weekend when you get home. Be like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll mow the yard. I'll do whatever you want.
What do you want?
All right, I'll put $100 on there. Yeah, I got pizza, shovel, and gas. Like, it's gonna last me like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I was like $100. I could do some stuff with that in college, boy. Don't play. Don't play. We used to know where every like meal discount was, like, all that stuff,
drinks, and beer.
Oh man,
You go to the Lou for the fucking 25-cent fucking little baby cups of beer, but I mean, you slam those quick enough, and shots of beer will get you drunk.
dude.
Shout out to the Lou.
Oh,
And
I hate the Lou.
I know I hate the Lou too,
the
but
Lou.
shout out to them because they let us drink way too early.
Way too early.
Way too early.
Actually got punched
Did you really?
by a girl
Oh.
in that bar.
Oh.
Dude, I was so mad. I have never been more mad. Like, she was with two guys and another girl, and I just started screaming at the guys, like, get your bitch under control. I was like, well, I'm going to beat your ass. Like, I was so mad. I was like, wanted them to fight so bad. And they were having none of it. They just looked straight ahead and
like,
drank the beer, and I was like, I'm going to fight
They
somebody.
was like, nah, player.
I was so bad. I'm like, I can't hit her.
Nope.
I called my friend. Call her up, like, hey, this bitch just hit me.
Was it the one?
She goes, I don't think you ever met. It was a regular at O'Malley's, actually. And they were like,
okay.
who? What? Where you at?
I'll be there in a second.
I'm on my way.
Call Teresa. Tell her I am on the way.
I was so mad because she was kind of a big lady, and she was coming over to do some damage, and the girl left before, and I was like, oh, you're about to get your ass beat.
I told her, like, no, don't go nowhere.
I was like, don't leave.
Don't leave.
The party's about to
Don't
happen.
leave. You about to get that ass beat. Don't leave. Don't leave, motherfucker. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
God, those guys wanted no part of it, and I was like, please, somebody just stand up and take this off for
They
her.
didn't want any part of you.
No, they didn't.
They're just like, bro, I'm sorry. She punched you. You're not going to hit her, but I'm not going to fight for her, so I'm sorry.
And I'm just like,
Yeah, and you got to be like, damn, I respect you fuckers for that. Because you don't want to fight, and I don't want to fight. But I'm gonna beat this bitch's ass.
No, I wanted to fight her,
Like,
but I couldn't fight
Sally's
her.
about to show up and fuck you up. I know her name's not Sally, but
Sally
about to
from the
come
valley.
Sally from the valley's about to come wreck your shit, bitch. Don't you leave. Don't you go nowhere.
I like Sally. That's good. That's a good one.
Sally
Let's
from
call
the
her
valley.
Sally from the valley. She was on the way. Yeah. So, on that note, fuck the loo.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that. I should have got arrested after leaving the loo one night.
I
But
feel
I
like
didn't.
everyone that walks out of the loo should be arrested.
Yeah. I thank God that I look like I was older than I really was. That's the only thing that ever saved me at the house parties and all that kind of shit.
Oh yeah, they were
I
like,
just
he's
walk away.
definitely 21.
Yeah. Well, and the one time that I did get stopped was by the coolest cop that I've ever met in my entire life down there. This is the lone black guy on the force down there at the time that we were down there. And I still had a cup of beer in my hand and everybody was fucking scattering. And he was just like, he looked at me, he's like, you 21? I was like, nah, I can't lie to you. You got anything in the cup? Nah, I already drank it. He's like, all right, you're with me. Don't go anywhere else. I'm like, fuck. All right. I stayed with him the whole time walking through. He arrests some other dude, like, being an asshole. He's like, get in the car. Dude, you got to put handcuffs on. Did I tell you to get in the car? Yeah, I'm sorry. Got in the car. Took me down to the station. He wasted 3 hours of my life. But I didn't get booked.
Nice.
I didn't get booked. I never got booked. He's just like, next time when you're at a party, walk the fuck away. I would have believed you were 21 if you hadn't told me that you weren't 21. You look fucking old. You don't belong at these. And I'm like, all right, man, I'm sorry. Next party I seen him, I saw him, he saw me, I turned around and walked away, and he just he cracked a fucking smile because he knew it. He knew it. But he was just like, all right.
Hey, we
Not all-
had an agreement,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
We
He's
said-
like, next time I see you, turn around and walk away. I don't know what that guy's name was. I don't even know if he's still in law enforcement, but he was cool as shit. And that's all I can say. That I did not get arrested, and that other dude was an asshole. And I think he was just like, you really stayed with me the whole time. I told you to stay with me, and you did that. What's wrong with you? Like, I feel like at some point in time, you should have had a talk to me like, bro, I didn't put cuffs on you. Why the fuck didn't you walk
Why
away?
didn't you run?
Yeah, like, I just wasted 3 hours of your life. And he went and dropped me off back down the street from the dorms, and I walked back.
You're like, bro, what else was I doing right
No,
now?
I'm not doing anything.
You
I mean,
busting up the party.
yeah,
I got nothing else to do
my
right now.
My friends, wasn't you, Sparky and his boys, they took off running. I'm like, I don't care.
That'd be a real Brian.
Yeah. Brian, I think, was there.
But
with
not
us.
Sparky.
No.
Not Sparky.
Brian-
Even though
Brian-
Sparky's name was Brian, but not.
No, the other Brian, I think, was there for that.
He was still Brian.
He was Brian.
He's probably wearing his Jesus sandals.
No, that was Mitch.
That was Mitch.
Mitch wore
with
the
the
Jesus
hemp,
sandals.
hemp Jesus
Yes.
sandals.
Yes.
Like, I remember walking in your
Mitch.
room, I'm like, is
Who
this
is that?
motherfucker wearing Jesus sandals?
Yes, he's wearing Jesus sandals.
I was like,
I'm not gonna lie, Mitch was a dick, but he was funny as shit.
what is happening here right now? That was
I don't
some
know.
weird
without
stuff,
without
bro.
Sparky and Mitch, like my experience that year would have been shit.
It'd been boring.
It would have been boring as hell. other than the fun shit that we did with Cockass, the shit that I did with them was just as fun.
It's probably
But-
more fun. I didn't stay enough weekends.
No, I know you didn't.
Which
You
was the problem.
You had shit to do.
I did. I had to come back and work.
Yeah, you had shit to do. I mean,
Had to make
I
actual
wasn't
money.
working. Yeah, I wasn't working at that time because I had at least a little bit of money in savings until my parents bailed me out, which thank God for them. But when I did go home, I did have to work, so I didn't really like coming home that much,
I get it.
especially in the wintertime.
Had I had
didn't
more
drive
mo-
back all the time in the wintertime.
If I could make money
Well, yeah.
What I
yeah,
need-
no, I get it.
there,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
eventually
yeah.
I did. I got a job where I could
Yeah,
make more money,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like, fuck that, I'm not going back home
If I would
anymore.
have stayed down there, I would have got a job somewhere. I probably would have worked at the bar with you.
Oh, it was so
I probably would
great.
have worked at O'Malley's or something with you guys.
Dude, that would have been the best. We would have gotten
no,
so much trouble.
No, that would have been bad. That would have been so bad if we would have worked in the same bar together because
This would be a show right now, because one of us would have been in jail.
no, it probably would have been a better show because we really would have been in a bar.
You're here on Con Talk.
Yeah.
The two ex-cons.
What'd you guys go to prison for? Well, let me tell you this story.
What didn't I go to prison
Yeah.
for?
Like, well, see, See, what had happened was...
I made a mistake or few, or whatever. It's fine. It's not a big
mistakes. It's fine.
deal. Team bad life decisions.
I'm the president, you were the vice president, and we like to switch roles.
Yeah, we did.
And then DK's in there somewhere.
Oh, DK.
Oh, DK.
Oh, DK.
Hopefully you're listening to us down in Florida.
You know, D-Mac
Yeah.
was also on team
Team bad decisions.
bad decisions.
Yep. That's okay, though.
Speaking of back in the day, you want to jump into the story about
Yeah,
the
we're
artiste?
jumping into the story about the artiste, because I found this, and I'm not going to lie.
And I was a fan.
I peruse Yahoo because it's nostalgia purposes, and it cracks me up some of the shit that they have on there. But so our boy next to me here is a former sandwich artiste at Subway.
Artist.
And on there, they had stories from the worst sandwiches like an artist has ever made. And I'm just going to scroll through here real quick and then we'll talk about it. I sent this to him and I was like, please look at this because I hope you have some stories like this from when you were making sandwiches. Because like when I go into Subway, and I don't know about anybody else, like I don't ask for anything extravagant. I actually don't like everything that they have on their menu. So usually my sandwiches are kind of plain and lame. But like one of these,
I'm looking through this
which
now.
I'm gonna drag. Let me drag this back so I can make it bigger for myself.
What?
Yeah, it's bad.
What
Yeah.
is this?
So like the very first one, like their very first thing is like, no cell phones while ordering, please, unless it's related to the order. Like I totally get that.
That's because of that bullshit they were doing with the Chipotle employees, where they're like, "You're not putting enough toppings on there." Like I'm watching you.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's people being on the phone talking
and just not paying
to somebody
attention.
and they're not paying attention. Like I totally get that, but like,
yeah,
so
some of these
there's a
things
picture
are
of this
ridiculous.
that now granted they have like the new sandwiches at Subway that they're I don't even know what the fuck they're called, but one of the pictures is of the boss, and the boss is pepperoni, mozzarella, and meatballs. And it is a really good fucking sandwich. It's actually money. And it reminds me of Milo.
I made them before.
Yes.
That was actually a sandwich
Yes, you
on the
did.
menu. And yeah, Milo loved those
Milo
because he loved the pizza
loved
sub, which was the
those.
pepperoni and salami.
Yes, and he
we
always
put
get
the
a-
sauce.
yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
Josh used to make those for him all the time and take it
know.
home to him. He
I know.
loved those
Oh,
things.
absolutely. And
And they
I'm
were
not-
good. Those pizza
when I first
subs
tried
were
that, especially
so
with the
good.
fresh mozzarella, I was like, bro, this is really good. I can't do this all the time because this is like too much. And like, there's not enough bread there to contain everything. Like, there's that much shit in there. But like, somebody asked for like quadruple meatballs, and like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't close that sandwich.
No.
That's not
you
that's not
can't.
gonna happen. Oh, go back. That's actually happened before.
This one,
Yeah. But
So-
they did it with a cup of water.
I was gonna say, so I've seen this before in restaurants, and this shit pisses me off when I see people do that.
Yeah.
And don't do that.
Don't be
Don't
that
ever do
person.
that. And for those of you guys that are listening on like Spotify or iTunes or something like that, it's where you put a glass upside down with the water or a liquid in it, and then whoever the server is has to turn it back over.
yeah, and it'll
floods
spill
the
everywhere.
table.
unless you
fucking
learn
asshole stuff.
how to undo that, which I had to figure out pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to
Before
slide
I
it to the
had
end of the
Google
table
to
and,
do it, yeah.
it's fucking don't do that.
I got it figured out though. It was fine.
Yeah. So, and then like one of the next one is
That's
like
insane.
somebody got a 12-inch spicy Italian sub. And this is the way the receipt reads. It says spicy Italian sub, Italian, which I'm assuming that's the brand. Then white American cheese. Then it says lettuce, more. Tomatoes, more. Cucumbers, more. Pickles, more. Green peppers, more. Black olives, more. Red onions, more. And then just regular banana peppers, light mayonnaise, salt, sea salt, and pepper. Like, that to me tells me that you're trying to make 3 sandwiches out of 1.
They
and
just want extra
I don't-
toppings, man. They just want extra stuff.
That's ridiculous.
We had a chart.
That's hard to quote. Like, I don't understand that.
Okay, so here's why I have a different perspective on this.
Okay.
There was a chart behind the counter
Okay.
that was laminated, and it told you what to put on there. So on a
Yeah,
6-inch
yeah.
sandwich, there should be 3 pickled chips if they want pickles. 1, 2, 3. If
Bro,
they order black
Those
olives,
pickles are like this big.
yeah, you want black olives? 2. 1, 2 black olives.
No.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I shit you not. There was a chart of what you were. If they asked for more, you could do it. But if they just said pickles,
like, wow.
1, 2, 3 was all I was supposed to do. Olives, 1, 2.
I kind of figured that with like,
what?
The tomatoes, because like normally on like a 6-inch sub you get 3 tomatoes. Or 3 slices of tomato, I should say.
You just fill it up, basically. If it's big, 2. If it's smaller, 3.
Yeah.
Lettuce, you're supposed to put more of the lettuce because the lettuce is cheap.
Well, yeah, it's filling. It's filler.
It's filling and it's cheap, and it makes it look bigger. And I'm like, no. So when I got yelled at one time because my boss was there.
Was a dick, though.
And I'm just,
the owner.
They're like, can I get pickles? And I'm like, brr. And olives. Brr.
Was he like? Was it thankful? Was it after he goes? I was like, hey man, that's too much.
As soon as they left, he goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, making a sandwich. What did you think I was doing? Because the OnlyFans wasn't a thing yet. I wouldn't work there. And he goes, you're only supposed to put 2 on there. I go, well, I thought it was just for illustration purposes. I go, I haven't ever seen anybody get 2 olives on a sandwich before. He goes, 2 olives. They asked for more, you can give them more. I go, okay. So the next person that came out was there, they're like, olives. And I went,
1, 2.
And I looked at him. And they go, can I get some more olives? Absolutely. And I go,
like,
boss.
They really shouldn't have to ask for more.
I get it. Like, I don't need to grab a handful and drop them on there, but I'm not putting 2 pieces of black olive on a sandwich.
Okay.
It's not happening.
On a 6-inch sub, let me think about that for a minute, because like, it's like a bite on one side, a bite on the other side, a bite on one side, a bite on the other side. So you really need like 2 within like a couple inches of the sandwich, so that you get a bite of everything in one. Yeah. Like at once. Like that makes sense to me. 2 olives.
Yeah, 2 olives.
Your fucking boss from there was a fucking dickhead.
Well, he was a cheap. He was so cheap because he got bonuses if the food cost was, below a certain amount. And I'm like,
you know what?
This is a fast food place.
That guy lost money when me and the rest of the BOLC came in there because veggie subs were rang up and we didn't get veggie subs. Ever.
Here's why. Because back then they only counted the bread.
I know, and they didn't have cameras in there either.
Well, they had cameras, but they couldn't see what you were doing per se.
That's true.
Like,
yeah, they counted the bread though, so that's right. They didn't count the meat or anything else. Because like this is one of the things that always bothers me about Subway specifically. And I guess Mr. Goodson's, because I don't have a problem with Jersey Mike's because they actually overload your sandwich with meat. Yeah. But like Subway and Mr. Goodson's, I never feel like there's enough meat on the sandwich. Ever. Like the bread to meat ratio is terrible.
Oh, it's awful. Terrible. I mean, and the meat, like they give you the absolute minimum. Yeah. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, no,
this is not a school lunch hoagie, okay, where we get the bare minimum. Like, I want some meat on that sandwich.
Like Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is bread to meat ratio is perfect to me.
On the favorites, not the slim witches.
Yeah, that's different. Slim witches, though, well, they say they're slim witches, though. The regular ones,
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's good.
Same way at Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's almost sometimes has too much fucking meat.
Dude, the Italian that we talked about last time, that thing is loaded with meat.
There's like 2 inches worth of meat. And you're like, where's the rest of my... How's this going to stay together? Because like, dude, when I eat theirs, and I get it Mike's style. Yeah, like I get it Mike's style with all the extra shit on. I'm like, bro, like I come out of there like looking like I was at a fucking glory hole or something with like fucking white shit all over my mouth because of the fucking... because of the mayonnaise and shit, because like they put all kinds of fucking shit on there.
You opened a hole. Yeah. You opened a hole. No, for real.
No, I'm serious though.
Have you ever been somewhere? No, we gotta change topic. We're done with sandwiches now. No. You brought up glory holes, and I've got to know: have you ever been somewhere that actually had a glory hole? God, I wish I had, and I have never been to any establishment that I am aware of that had a glory hole.
Okay. So, for my real job, yes. I won't tell you where it's at on the show.
God, yes. Please tell me afterwards.
But yes, I have. Because there's a certain place that had to be closed up because of that.
Is it open again?
No. They completely shut it down, and because like literally there were and this is gross, but it wasn't like it was all men.
Oh.
Like there was no like female on the one side like
It
you would think
was-
there would be. It was male on male. Yeah. So
Fair.
glory holes are not where it's at in life
Question.
at all.
You have a different perspective now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you've seen
Yes,
behind
I've
the curtain,
seen-
if you
yes,
will.
Yeah.
But if you hadn't, so you're just you got the normal,
Yeah.
normal layman's knowledge,
Yeah.
we'll call it. Would you
Nope.
ever
Nope.
stick your
Nope.
dick
No, I would
in
not.
a glory
Nope.
hole?
Nope. Nope, because of the fact that like I don't know what's on the other side. I'm
It's
not
a
gonna lie.
gamble. It's
It
a
is
gamble.
Absolutely.
You don't know. It's
Absolutely.
unknown. You haven't.
And no.
There's someone that's eager on the other side to
Nope.
to play with your penis.
Nope.
They're gonna play with it.
Nope.
You stick it through the hole.
Nope. Nope.
Give it a little smooch.
Nope. Nope.
It's a surprise.
Nope. I don't want that surprise. I don't want that surprise. I'm cool on that.
He's like,
No.
nah.
No, I'll pass. I'll pass. They'll be like, we'll give you money. Nope. No thanks. I'm cool. Cool. I'm good on that.
Like, all right,
Appreciate the offer, but
Fine.
I'm cool on that.
fine. I'm just saying. Just
No, hey,
could have had a good time.
for those people that do that, more power to you. I am not one of those guys.
It's such an unknown, and I'll say this: I don't know that I could, just because I'm such an odds person that I'm like the odds
no.
are it's not something I am going to be happy
No.
about on the other side of this wall.
No,
Like,
not at all.
odds are pretty slim that I'm going to be approving if I knew what this was. So
That's the problem. Like, I'm like,
probably going to have to opt out.
okay, what I do for a living is very risky. On a risk scale, mine's pretty high up there.
Pretty high.
Pretty high.
Yes.
Not
Top of the list.
action sports top, because that's probably more risky than anything like skiers, racers, things like that.
Oh yeah.
Mine's pretty fucking high.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing, like outside of my professional life, my personal life, nah.
So I'm not taking these risks, guys. I'm not doing it. I can't.
No
I
thanks.
can't do it. I can't.
No thanks.
Well, the fact that we actually got to talk about glory holes for a moment on this show really kind of makes my day. It really kind of makes me happy that we finally broached the subject of glory holes.
I never would have thought it would have came up the way it did, but
It's your fault.
it is my fault.
You were like, I was
said
at the
it.
glory hole.
I said it. I said I look like I came from one.
He was
That's
like,
what I said.
He was like, it looked like you were working it. What it look like?
I mean,
He goes,
what do you want from me here?
I want a little extra mayo on the cold cuts. I'm sorry, did I say extra salami? I meant extra mayo.
Number 87. Ooh, that's me. Got some cold cuts. Got some cold cuts. Got some cold cuts. I just made your day.
No, I just had the image of like an adult theater that actually had the number counter, and so it was like to go to the glory hole. They're like, now number 24, gentlemen, 24 for glory hole 2, glory hole 2, number 24.
Maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I've never been
I
to one.
don't know.
Maybe that's how it works.
Kind of hope it does.
I mean,
because then I get like, woo, number 25.
got some cold cuts. Got some cold cuts. Got some cold cuts. Got some cold cuts.
I can't. Oh, god damn.
Hey, you're welcome. Probably gonna get censored for this one, but that's cool.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't get paid for this anyway.
Nope.
It's fine.
There will be no monetization on this video, folks.
Nope.
I might even have to put a +18 when I put it on YouTube.
We gotta put it in the description. Log on Jonesy. Talk about glory hole experiences.
Talking about being down at the hole.
Jonesy said he did not have enough wet wipes from what happened.
He did not. He's gonna die over here, guys.
I might.
He's gonna piss. He's gonna pee himself and then he's gonna own a chair.
Fuck. Well, we started off by talking about, do you have an OnlyFans? And eventually we got to
We went from OnlyFans to feet pics on Feet Finder. To glory hole from San to yeah.
Oh my God.
It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine.
Such a good time.
It's fine.
Whew. Well, I feel good now. I don't know about you.
Oh, I feel great.
I feel amazing. All right.
Feels good, Brian.
We're done with that Subway stuff.
Yeah, we're done with Subway.
I can't go back to it.
Nope.
Can't go back to glory hole.
But you know what we can talk about? We can talk about apple pie.
Feetfinder.com.
Yep, we can talk about that too. We can talk about apple pie and stupid laws on the books in Kansas.
Oh,
even though the apple pie one I think is
cherry pie.
Real. Sorry, cherry pie. That's even worse.
Yeah, I mean, apple pie, there's no laws against that because that's American.
Is there laws against poontang pie?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Or just
Pootie Tang done did it again.
Yep. So, randomly going through social media, and apparently I lost the article, which let me pull it back up.
Oh, this is from KX News, putting North Dakota first.
Yeah, so North Dakota, which I don't know why
course.
North Dakota cares about anything in Kansas, but
Because there's literally nothing going on in North Dakota.
I understand that, but
I don't want to go on.
I don't even know why they're reporting this because it's not true.
I don't even know why North Dakota is a state. Then let's talk about something important. Why are North Dakota and South Dakota states? Can't it just be the Dakotas and one big shithole with 10 people in it?
Why does North Carolina and South Carolina exist? Why can't it be one shithole Carolina? I mean, we have a football team that's in the middle of them that's a shit organization.
Yeah, but South Carolina is actually kind of nice.
North Carolina's okay too.
There's actually some good stuff about that too.
That's what I'm saying.
Both of
Why
those are
can't it just
nice,
be horrible?
and they actually have people that live there.
Yeah,
but the Dakotas, it's
NASCAR's in North Carolina. Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina.
It's some lady that shot her dog in the Dakotas. I don't remember which. I don't know. She was a governor of some of them, and she's like, "I shot my dog, and I don't care." I'm like, whatever. Who cares, man? You and your 10 constituents fucking talk about it to somebody else. Anyway, get rid of the Dakotas for the love of God.
Is there 10 people there?
There's like 10 in each.
Why do we need Montana then?
Montana's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Have you been to North Dakota? Do you know if it's gorgeous or not?
It's crap. It's cold and snowy and awful. No one's been there except for the 10 people that live there.
What about the buffalo? Are there buffalo there?
Not anymore.
Okay.
We fucking killed them all. The 10 people that were there, they're like, enjoy this North Dakota. Sucks.
I'll buy that.
It
I don't
sucks.
know.
It sucks.
My cousin lives in South Dakota, so he lives in... I don't know.
Probably Sioux Falls. Hook is from South Dakota. Well, no. She was actually from Memphis, went to South Dakota, came to Kansas City, but back to South Dakota.
That fucking skank can go to hell. Fuck you, Hook. Fucking bitch.
Smelly pirate hooker.
Smelly pirate. She probably knows what a glory hole looks like.
Are you saying that she's worked at a glory hole?
Maybe. Fight me, bitch. Fight me.
Girl,
I will punch her. I will punch her.
Sorry, go back to your cherry pie.
Yeah. Anyway, so South Dakota news, North Dakota news,
North
because they have
Dakota.
nothing else better to do. Apparently think that it's not legal to eat ice cream on cherry pie in Kansas, which is fucking dumb because it's not true. That law does not exist in the state of Kansas. I don't know where these dipshits up there, and literally this article is, 9
Wait a minute.
sentences long.
Are you sure to tell me this is fake news?
I won't say that it's fake news, but it's not real news.
Fake news. Jones is calling out.
They put this out on National Cherry Pie Day because, well, obviously the news in North Dakota is fucking nothing.
KX News. Fake news.
Essentially.
KX fake. See,
So
the
then-
X is for. It's fake news. It's not real. Not real news. Not real. Not real.
Flagrant foul on these assholes. Anyway, so then this brought me to another article that says, still wondering about Kansas' craziest laws? Here's 11 more of them.
Ooh.
And I sent this to you because, well, why would I not?
I'll be honest with you, I didn't read it.
I didn't figure you did, but that's beside the point. What the fuck is going on here?
I did read the Subway one.
Well, you should.
And I actually did read the cherry pie fake news story.
Oh, that's fine. That leads into this.
Oh, no wonder I didn't read this. The Daily Kansan, really?
Well, that made more sense to me to have this be an article than North Dakota.
They're not even real journalists.
Who are real journalists anymore? Let's be honest. Everybody has their own fucking agenda. That's why I fucking hate the news.
The ones that actually go to the real school in Kansas, not the fake one.
Did this one go to KU? Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, so we're moving on.
Take this with a grain of salt.
Catching fish with bare hands is a big no-no. This actually is illegal in some places. It's called noodling, and there's been shows on TV about it. The whole no ice cream allowed on cherry pie, fucking dumb. This one made me laugh. Whale hunting in Kansas is forbidden, so apparently you can't
As it should be.
Well, yeah, it absolutely should
No
be.
whaling in Kansas.
But apparently that means you can't go to bars and go hogging anymore.
It says no whaling.
Sorry, whaling.
It doesn't say no hogging.
You can't, well, there's a difference.
There's
a
a big
difference between
difference.
hogging and whaling. Because whaling's like 4+.
Oh my god. Do you know how much
Could
we
you
broke
imagine
the
that?
law in the early 2000s? When they all had the whale tail coming out of the low-rise jeans?
Hello? Hello?
How do we not go to jail for this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
I don't know.
like, damn, I
Yeah,
did
I
do
should've gone to
that.
fucking jail like 10
Yeah.
No shooting robots. No shooting rabbits from motorboats. I didn't know about that one. That just seems retarded to me.
Did you
Because apparently
motorboat 'em?
I didn't motorboat him. I am not a motorboating son of a bitch. I'm not. I'm not today.
You old sailor, you.
Yeah, you old sailor. But I guess this kind of goes to the whole you can't shoot deer out of your car. Like, I guess maybe that's where this one goes. You can't be going up and down the rivers or the lakes and shooting rabbits.
That's
from a
probably fair.
motorboat. I get it.
That's fine.
This one doesn't make any sense to me. Apparently in Topeka, if you find that your own car is parade worthy, you can't drive your own car in a parade. That makes absolutely no fucking sense to me. No offense, but if I've got a nice 67 Mustang that's all souped up, I'm not just letting any Tom, Dick, and Harry fucking drive my car in this parade.
Maybe Tom, but not Dick.
Not Harry.
Nor Harry.
Absolutely not.
Not happening.
Absolutely not.
Not happening.
I'd probably let Tom. He'd probably be all right. But these are ignorant fucking laws. Fucking dumb. Then I guess in Derby,
What?
you can't ride animals on public streets, which I don't get this one because Derby, Kansas is out in Wichita.
And the horses.
That's exactly
outnumber
where
the
I went
people.
with this. This is exactly where I went with this. That's exactly where I went with this because I'm like, why would you not be able to ride horses on streets out in the middle of fucking nowhere?
This makes me think of Steve-O. Because the lady that he was obsessed with
Yes.
was from Derby.
Yes.
And so I have a negative view of Derby forever because I'm like, fuck her.
My
She's a piece
sister
of shit.
lived near Derby when they lived down in Wichita because my brother-in-law was in the military and they lived on the base. So, my niece and nephew went to Derby schools and, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can't ride a horse in Derby?
Be like, people own horses in Derby, guys.
Yeah.
How are we not letting them ride livestock through the streets? Doesn't make any sense to me.
No.
Makes no
not at all.
sense.
So, apparently in Wichita,
Okay.
children over 14 are not allowed to play on playgrounds.
I kind of like this, actually.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
because,
okay.
once
Let's
you
have
reach a
the
certain age...
older kids
Yeah,
stay
yeah, yeah.
away from the younger
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. No, I'm okay with that.
You can go to the adult area after that. How about that?
Yes.
You know, with the weird workout
Absolutely.
equipment. You can go do
Absolutely.
that. You can't be on the swing
Yep.
set, bro. Get out of here.
The next one is close to home, and it doesn't make sense to me at all. But allegedly, and I'm going with allegedly,
Again, fake news, so
fake news.
maybe not real.
No bathtub legs resembling animal paws in Kansas City. Now, I've never heard this. Now I know of clawfoot tubs, because those were the freestanding ones that had you know what I'm talking about.
We had one in my house growing up. I broke this law. I was in KCK
Well, this
with
one,
a clawfoot
this
tub.
one is in Missouri. They jumped over to Missouri because the people behind this article are ignorant.
Oh,
It says
I
Kansas
looked at the
City,
wrong one.
Yeah,
I
you looked at
jumped
the wrong
down. I jumped
Now,
down.
the next
I skipped.
one-
My bad.
But
My bad.
that still doesn't make sense to me about the no Kansas City, Missouri doesn't.
Wait a minute. So we have that in there for Again. I'm
get
going to
it.
let everyone know
I
the
get it.
source of this.
I get it. It's from KU.
This is not from the author. Arthur Miller School of Journalism. No, it's not. It's from whatever this bullshit is at KU, where they actually never win KAB awards and they're terrible people.
I never said KU was known for its fucking
terrible.
journalism. It's
terrible.
Trash.
Terrible.
So then the next one really does hit home because apparently in Kansas City, Kansas, and I've lived in Kansas City, Kansas my entire life. In Kansas City, Kansas, it is said that failing to say "Blessed be his name" after mentioning George Washington can cost you a fine of 50 cents. And the only thing that I can think of is this has to go way, 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 way back in the day when like Kansas City and
John Brown
and all,
stuff.
yeah,
this
like it's
got to
be like way back, like pre-Civil War stuff. Because like I've never heard this. In anything.
Actually love this.
I think it's funny.
And want it enforced.
I think it's fucking funny.
We're going to start this on the show. It is a new rule. If I say George Washington,
I have to say blessed be his name.
You've got to follow with blessed be his name.
Jesus Christ.
It's the law. It's the law, sir.
Are we going to put a jar in here up on the wall?
It's the law. It's the law, sir. It's the law.
I'm going to slip George Washington
and you will put 50 cents in the jar if you don't do it.
This is dumb. Fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
I mean, it's funny though. Like I've never heard that, and now this makes me want to dig into this because I want to find this.
I really hope that's true. I
really
hope there's a law in the books that says this.
Oh, bro.
Yes.
Bro.
Shit. And back then, when this law was probably made, 50 cents was a good little hit to the pocket.
It's got to be like $10 today,
at least, or more. Probably $20 probably. It's probably $20 fine.
We'll make it the cost of a seatbelt violation, which is $30.
Oh,
$30. If you don't wear a seatbelt in Kansas, $30.
Or if you don't say George Washington.
Blessed be his name. It's so stupid. No duck hunting from mules, which I don't understand that because I don't really know a whole lot of people in Kansas that would ride mules. But
or duck hunt from one.
Yeah, like
you're not normally out in the open when you're trying to shoot ducks.
Well, and I would be afraid that if I shot my shotgun while I'm riding a mule,
you might get kicked off.
I'm gonna get bucked.
Yeah,
yeah, and then he's gonna come up to me and go, "Hey, dickhead, why are you shooting it next to me?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, Larry, I'm sorry."
Lapse of judgment. My bad.
And then he's gonna kick me in my shin, and it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Donkeys can kick. So, and then the last one, which this hurts my head. This legitimately hurt my head when I started reading. It says, according to an old Kansas law, if two trains approach each other on the same track, neither can proceed until the other has passed.
No.
This law is enforced statewide and is still in effect today. I don't know how this works.
It's physically impossible
for my point.
Them both to stay there till the other one is passed. Like, this doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't know how that works. Like it hurt my. This is what I'm saying. It hurt my brain. It literally hurt my head to try to think about this, and I had to let it go.
I don't know what.
I had to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
You know who'd have hated that? George Washington.
Blessed be his name.
It's a new party game, folks.
I hate you. I hate you.
Oh, it's so good.
I hate
so good. On here, I got to change our notes about what we talked about.
Don't do that. Just leave it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to bring a fucking can in here for your bitch ass, George Washington.
Blessed be his name.
God, we're so
It's
stupid.
just fun. It's just fun. I didn't know that was a real thing. Oh, you're going to talk about my story next?
We can. I mean,
let's talk about that real quick.
We should have probably already talked about this.
Yeah, we should talk about it earlier.
Glory hole and everything else. But, yeah, sure, why not? Go ahead.
This was fun. So this is great because I was told I shouldn't talk about this story, which means I'm absolutely talking about this story.
Let's pause for a second. Who said don't talk about this story?
My wife was like, you shouldn't talk about
Okay,
this. And I was like...
So the headline to this is, does vabbing actually make you irresistible to men? I asked a sexologist. What the fuck is vabbing?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. So, why don't I have that story? Did I already delete it? I think I might have deleted it. Okay, so I don't... Trust me, I looked into this.
Okay.
Vabbing blew my mind when I found out what this was. in the story, there are women, not a lot, a few, that swear by taking vaginal secretions, like wiping and then putting a dab where you would put perfume. And they say the pheromones will attract a man. One said, you will get your pick of any man. One said, you'll get free drinks all night. Most experts were like, don't do this, it's disgusting.
Stop. No.
Come on.
No.
Come on. You don't want women to walk around just like taking a little swipe from the undercarriage and putting it on the neck? Bro.
Some of these females walking around, and this translates to males as well, so don't get me wrong when I say this. I do not want to smell a fish market when I walk into a goddamn bar. I'm sorry, but I don't. So,
this screams bad idea to me.
I don't care what someone thinks. No.
I don't care if it's whoever you think the most attractive woman in the world is. Whoever that is for you. Everybody's different. But I don't want her flicking the bean and then rubbing her fingers on her neck and then going out in public.
It's not even doing that. It's literally you swipe from wherever down there.
Oh, you're going in. You're going in. You're going in. Like, you're going knuckles deep. Okay, knuckles. and then we're rubbing it.
No. There is no end then. There's no end then. No.
I mean, can you imagine? Okay, so when I thought about this, it wasn't necessarily from the woman's perspective. It was more from the, what if I did this? What if I go and I rub my balls, right, in the middle of summer, and I get this ball sweat, and then I'm like, here, I'm going to put it all over here. You smell my balls.
You've seen the movie Ready to Rumble, right? You've seen that movie,
yes.
right? Okay, so at the beginning...
What is this?
Yes! No!
My...
Like at the beginning of that movie, they're sitting outside the restaurant, and David Arquette has a slushie. He has a purple slushie, and he's almost done with it. And he's sitting there with his hand down the back of his pants. Now, granted, it's down on the back of his pants, not the front. But he walks back in there and goes, "Hey, smell this. What's this smell like?" And he has it on the rim of the cup, and he's like,
God, it's terrible.
That's all I can think of when I hear that. That's disgusting.
So, I don't care if it's your asshole. I don't care if it's your balls. I don't care if it's your fucking cooter. I don't want to smell it front and center while you're in public.
No.
We sell whole body deodorant now that you can put all over the place.
People love to put on too much perfume and shit like that anyway.
I'd rather you have too much perfume on.
I don't want to smell a fish market.
Than just start rubbing your fucking vaginal secretions all over the place. Let's not do that. And again, for guys too.
Oh,
let's not be like, let's get some Fremunda cheese and then just rub it places. No! That is not a good idea at all.
Bro, that makes you want to throw up.
That was actually my first reaction when I read the story. I went, so, why? Why would we do this? No one ever should do this.
Right,
no one.
Let's transition to something else gross, since we're in the market for gross things right now. So this is out of Newsweek, and this is, I don't know, this is
gross, disgusting.
And everything else all at the same time as well. Man thinks there's a loofah in his shower, then he looks closer. Elephants are upstairs. So this is what he sees to begin with, and it's a loofah. Okay, cool. Well, then he moves it to another part of his shower, which I don't know why you'd move it. Or no, I guess it's the same area.
He cleaned it. He cleaned it is what he did. Because he was like, I'm going to clean that up.
A giant mushroom starts growing out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you live in a home and you don't have a loofah to start with, and one starts growing in your shower, just get rid of it. I guess.
Did you have the photo to show them what this is?
I just did. Yeah.
Okay. For the people that are
I got rid of it.
Watching, you should see what we're talking about. It really does look like he's got a loofah.
It looks like a sponge loofah.
It's disgusting. And then he has a mushroom that grows out of it.
Yeah.
Which is awful.
That's nasty.
Now imagine he's grabbing that and he's wiping that on himself before he goes out. And he's like, hey, ladies, you want some mold spores? No! Nobody wants that either. So stop. Don't do that.
You guys want some of these mold spores?
You guys into black molds?
You guys want the black mold? No. No, I don't, you sick fuck.
You nasty,
You
bastard.
bastard.
That's some trifling shit.
That is
there.
some trifling shit.
That's nasty. All right, let's move it on to sports. We've been talking about a bunch of nasty stuff.
All right. All right,
we're good for
so we'll transition to sports. As most of you guys know, this is the NCAA tournament time of the year. We're going to start off on that because I would just like to say, for those of you that are listening that normally watch the show, we did have a NCAA bracket pool this year, again, second annual one.
I'm going to win.
And we had 43 brackets this year, which was double what we had last year. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for getting in on that this year.
Yeah. Thank you.
My buddy, who I've known for a long time, won last year, and he's back in it this year to defend his crown. Hopefully he doesn't win again this year.
I'm curious to see who's in the lead right now. Do you have it pulled up?
I can't.
If not, it's not a big deal. I was just curious. Man, I probably got them all right so far. It's probably me in first. No big deal. It's no big deal.
Sack of shit.
No big deal.
Tournament challenge. Let's go to the group. I'm in third place right now. ESPN fan 1642 is at 80 points. They're still at a hundo. Along with Avery Osen, which I don't know who that is, but thank you for making a bracket. Then Devils Aren't Blue. Then main bracket number 7. I don't know who that is.
I'm tied for third. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Tied for third.
It's
fine.
Fatty Jonesy's Picks 1 is tied for third, and I'm tied for 19th out of 43 brackets. So that's pretty fucking good.
I have also watched 0 minutes of college basketball until today.
So I will tell you that
None.
I have watched college basketball this year, but I have not watched it as much as I normally do because KU is fucking asshole trash this year. And it's really pissing me off because Hunter Dickinson fucking sucks. And I wish he was not on our team. And he is the biggest problem. And I was hoping KU was going to win tonight. Because this is the night we were playing Arkansas, which you're lucky that I'm recording tonight because I wanted to be down at the shop smoking a cigar watching this game.
Did you?
I did, actually, because I wanted to go smoke a cigar.
But I also want to go smoke a cigar,
But I wasn't going to ask you to go down there and watch the KU game with me because, well, you don't like KU, and I'm not mad at you for that.
I wouldn't watch it if I was at home. I'm damn sure I'd go somewhere to watch it.
I mean, I have it on in the background, but that's for me, not for him.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's tell the people a little peek behind the curtain. I do love to watch KU lose. It makes me happy.
I know.
So, I mean...
You would have been actually okay going down there tonight considering... I mean, KU was... I think they 71% were supposed to win this game, and they're down by 4 right now while we're recording this. In one of my in my upset special bracket, like I fully expected KU to lose. I'm not gonna lie. I picked KU to lose. In my bracket that I have other things tied to it, because there's a side bet with Mormon and Renee, which make goddamn pizza, you fucker.
Hey! Where's the pizza?
Yeah. I have them playing against St. John's because I really want KU to get to St. John's because St. John's has a center by the name of Ejiofor who was with KU last year, year before last, who left because Hunter Dickinson is a bitch. And he knew he wasn't getting enough playing time. Well, in St. John's tournament, in their last game, he scored 30 and 15. And I want to see him play against Hunter Dickinson and I want to see him. I want to see him fucking.
If he dominates
him,
how bad?
I
want to
see Ejiofor make Dickinson his bitch.
You know what?
I want to see.
I will be pounding the table at that point.
I want to
get rid of Bill Self. You've got to fire Bill Self. Why don't you get somebody who's a young up and comer, not a proven commodity? Just really tank that program for the next 10 years. Like, let's do it, gentlemen. Let's go for it.
Bill Self's never going to leave. He's got a lifetime contract, and they pay him too much money.
Once you win a national championship, what do you got, 2 there?
Yeah, he's got 2, and he's made it to 3 or 4.
I feel like you should definitely be a made man in college sports when you do that.
He was a made man as soon as he won in, 2008?
Yeah.
With Mario and the Miracles?
The Chalmers bullshit.
Yeah. He was always destined to stay there, and that's fine.
It is what
I think the signing of Hunter Dickinson, they should have got rid of him after the first year when he came in and shit the bed. Like
I'm still mad that Minsky's has a pizza named after him, or that he created.
He didn't create that. All it is the chicken and bacon ranch fucking pizza. That's
Whatever.
all it is. It's
Whatever it
garbage.
is.
I had it. It's fucking not good.
Well, just like him. It's not good.
See, it wasn't as good as the Kelseroni because Kelseroni was money.
Delicious.
The Drew Tranquil, which was similar to the Kelseroni,
but better.
Yeah, because
it was literally better.
Yeah, it was better. Yeah. The Dickinson,
and then they came with that, and I'm like, what are we doing here, guys?
Trash.
Why?
Absolute trash.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
let's go Razorbacks.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm rooting for Calipari, and I don't ever root for Calipari.
What's it?
Suey. It's Pig Suey.
Pig Suey.
Yeah. I will not be upset when KU loses. I actually think they're going to, and I kind of hope they do. Yeah, it's going to fuck my bracket up a little bit, but that's okay.
I was a little disappointed that the SEC got in like 30 teams.
So I wanted to talk about that.
It didn't make any sense to me.
I don't see how this is possible that they got 14 teams in. The Big 12 only got 6 in when 4, I think, of the... Let me pull this up real quick because I don't want to misquote this, but I'm almost 100% sure that the SEC, part of the teams that are in there are all well below 500. So Arkansas is 8-10, Mississippi State in 8-10, Georgia Bulldogs 8-10, and they got crushed earlier. Vanderbilt 8-10, Oklahoma made it in, and they're 6-12. Texas made it in, 6-12. How in the fuck?
In a weaker basketball conference.
Well, they were the top. They were actually the top this year.
Were they, though?
Do I think they were? No. But were they statistically? Technically, yes.
I think Auburn made them top-heavy.
So Auburn and Florida both made them top-heavy, but Auburn didn't even deserve to be the number 1 overall in the tournament.
But they got it.
Houston or Florida deserved to be the top overall in the tournament because the Auburn Tigers lost their last 3 games.
I've got Houston winning it all in my brackets.
Well, I have Duke in 1 because if Flagg comes back healthy after his ankle thing, I think Duke can make a deep run. And if they get lucky, I think they could win. But in the Big... And I'll just use the Big 12 because I follow the Big 12. There were 2 teams that I feel that got snubbed. Baylor made it in, which was one of the top 6, but West Virginia, 10-10 in conference play.
Should have got in.
How did they not make it in over a 6-10 Georgia team or a 6-10 Texas team?
I don't know. Makes no sense.
TCU and K-State are directly below them. We're 9-11. Now, if we're giving 6 and 10 teams in, how did a 9-11 team not make it in? Or
especially when you got road wins against... We got road wins over Iowa State, over KU.
Against ranked teams.
Yeah.
At the time.
Road wins. And I'm like... But I don't really care about college basketball. It's pretty well known that I'm not a fan of this. I didn't really care. But I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
The top 9 teams in the Big 12 absolutely deserve to be there. And the top 14 out of 16 teams in the SEC did not belong. I'm sorry, but if you only have 6 conference wins, you automatically get booted. I don't care how tough the conference is.
Yeah, you really should. Because the Big 12 has been stacked for years. And if you don't have a winning record in conference play, you were never getting in. And so again, SEC bias doesn't matter the sport.
Horribly
they just get it.
Like, okay, what we can go to the Big 10. Indiana didn't make it in, I don't think. Did they? Did they have a game?
I don't think so.
No, they didn't. So, because I think they had to go NIT. So 12-8 from them and up made it in. Oregon was the very last team that made it in out of the Big 10. That's one of the other big schools, or big conferences. And then the ACC, this is what I struggle with, because
not great.
Only 5 teams made it in, and North Carolina was a play-in game, which means they were the very last team to make it in, yet they were 13-7 in conference play. How does that work with a 6-12 team from the SEC? How does that work?
Didn't Louisville get smoked earlier?
Louisville got fucking destroyed.
I'm pretty sure, because I picked that upset.
By Creighton.
Yeah, I actually watched that game earlier.
Mid-major school. Yeah. And they fucking destroyed them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm cussing. We were trying not to cuss.
They were number 2 in the ACC, and they got destroyed.
18-2. 18-2.
Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here?
This
we doing?
This year's selection committee was absolutely garbage, and nobody wants to talk about it, except the governor of West Virginia. They actually put out a thing that said, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And I'm proud of it. Like, I'm legitimately proud of them for that, because I was like, wow, they actually stood up for their school. And West Virginia was 10-10 in the Big 12. How do you not make it in over Texas? How do you not make it in over Georgia? And Georgia got fucking floored today, too.
So my question is, did we take all the people that used to be part of the BCS committee, and they were like, move them to the selection committee, and they're like, I know these schools. I'm going to take all the SEC schools.
That was my thought.
This is different, folks. It's not the same thing.
That was actually 100% my thought on this when I saw that, because I was like,
Who picked these schools?
How do we have all these SEC schools in there? They're not that good.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, that was a nasty dunk. That was a nasty dunk.
Where's the timeout? Come on, Arkansas.
Arkansas. You guys are Arkansas.
Oh, my God.
I bet it's illegal in Arkansas to say it as Arkansas.
Probably.
Stupid Arkansas laws.
Stupid Arkansas laws. I'm going to give one of them Memphis, Tennessee. Wait, what?
Memphis, Tennessee.
We're just going to give a border town.
Yep, pretty much.
Jesus.
So, let's talk about free agency real quick. Are you happy with what KC has done free agent-wise so far?
Yes and no.
Outside of a couple picks.
I like the Jalen Moore. I like putting the... I think we've solidified the left tackle spot. I hope.
At least for a couple years.
I assume he's going to be fine. Who did we get last night? Tillery?
From...
I didn't understand that signing.
We need defensive tackles. Because we lost our two interior guys.
He's technically an end.
Right.
He's listed as a D end, and I'm
true.
like, okay. But that's because Amenahue is going to be gone. He's a free agent. We're not signing him.
Yep.
Okay, so he's not as good as Amenahue, so you have a drop off there. You do need D tackles, which I've read that this draft actually has some really good D tackles.
Draft.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a defensive heavy draft.
So we should be good on that front. We actually even have a lead on another wide receiver possibly that we can get out of there.
Drafting?
So drafting.
Okay.
So those are both things we don't really have to worry about, but linebacking we still haven't made stronger. Like Willie Gay ended up going to the Dolphins?
I don't know where he ended up, but we did get Cole Christensen, which I don't know anything
Packers.
about that kid.
Did he go to the Packers? I think Willie Gay went to the Packers.
Wow. Okay.
I know Willie Gay just got signed, and it was somewhere I was not expecting.
I'll have to look that up real quick, because I don't know where he went. I had heard that he got signed, but I didn't know where it was. Willie Gay Jr., football linebacker.
Miami.
Miami.
The Dolphins signed him.
Which
I'm mad at him.
I'm not mad at him.
Go get your money and be on South Beach.
Well, and I'd go fucking play in warmer weather. I mean, he was just in New Orleans. Granted, they play in a dome, but
yeah, but there's no income tax in Florida. Like, that's a no-brainer as an NFL player.
Absolutely.
I'm absolutely going there.
Plus he played with Tyreek Hill, so he's got a friend there at least.
Well, Tyreek's on his way out of town.
He ain't leaving there.
Bro,
he's not leaving there yet.
He might be going.
They're not going to be able to trade him. He's going to cost too much money to trade.
Did you see that story I sent you?
No, I didn't. Pull it up.
So
I guess I didn't scroll down far enough.
This is from the Sporting News.
Reek? Oh.
And they've got him going to the Bears, possibly, is what they're projecting. Because
Dolphins predicted to trade Tyreek Hill to NFC North team that would nearly be an unstoppable on offense. Fuck you. Get out of here.
They've got money to spend.
Oh, I know they got money
in
to
Chicago,
spend, but
and
I don't think he would go back to. I don't think he would go there.
You don't think he'd go play with the stacked team?
You got to have a quarterback to fucking be able to throw the goddamn ball.
Man, he's fine.
What's he get? Is he going to go there and tell him that fucking Caleb Williams is better than everybody else in the goddamn NFL? That
well, I mean, that's
he's
what
the most
Tyreek
accurate
does.
person
Obviously,
in the world.
That's what he'll say. Even
Get
though
out
it's
of here.
not true, but he'll say it.
I mean, at least Chicago did get Tooney to help secure that line. And yes,
and they actually got a left tackle as well.
When
and they got a new center.
Did have time to throw the ball. He was pretty accurate. He was good.
They're improving
that
the
don't mean
line.
shit.
They're adding more weapons. It's not a bad place to be.
I just don't want to. I don't think you want to go back and play in the cold with an unproven quarterback.
Maybe not. I mean,
I could be wrong, but
he clearly misses Kansas City.
well, yeah, and I don't think he's ever going to be able to come back and play here unless he decides to take a steep discount in his
Massive
fucking
pay
contract.
cut. Yeah, you're gonna need a big.
Which he did
big
get his
pay cut,
bag.
bro.
He did get his bag from Miami.
Twice.
Yeah.
He had it once, and then they restructured to give him more money. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing here? We know Tyreek picks when he plays, right?
Well, yeah, he only plays about 30% of the time.
Good God, guys, we're paying for that? Okay.
Yeah. But the other big thing about wide receivers.
Oh, this one was. This is the big
this
story
actually,
of the week.
This actually made me happy because this right here solidifies the Bengals fucking
being a
shit.
trash organization
Yes.
forever.
Absolutely.
Forever.
And this is what kills me because if you watch the presser where both Higgins and Chase signed their contracts.
Higgins does not look happy, first of all.
So
look at the body language on this man.
Jamar Chase has got to stop talking because every time he talks, bad things happen afterwards. He starts talking shit about the Chiefs. Yeah, they won one time and they got to go to a Super Bowl, but whatever.
And then you lost.
And then they got fucking throttled by a Rams team that, well,
wasn't that good.
No, they were good, but they weren't that good.
That Kansas City would have destroyed had they played them.
Absolutely. But he called Higgins wide receiver 1A.
Oh yeah, because the reporter was like asked something
How's
about
it feel to be wide receiver 2 or something
blah blah
like
blah. Highest
Higgins
paid
was
wide
like,
receiver.
No, he's wide receiver 1A.
I'm
it's like, bro, stop.
Fuck out of
Stop.
here.
Higgins can't stay healthy. Jamar Chase is Jamar Chase. He's a really good wide receiver.
But he's an asshole. I don't like Jamar Chase.
But here's the problem.
He's fucking terrible.
You're paying those guys $250 million between two players because Higgins got 110 and Chase got 140.
Plus your quarterback.
You're also paying a quarterback $67 million a year, $65 million a year. It's $60+ million a year.
So
what else do you have money
What else
for?
are we going to have on the team?
What else you got money for? You don't have money to solidify a defense that caused you to lose 9 games last year?
And you've had an offensive line for the past 5 years that can't keep your quarterback healthy.
Bro, you're anchored by Orlando Brown that was supposed to be the savior for
two different franchises. Both with elite quarterbacks.
He helped one for 1 year. Close to 2. He helped.
Yeah.
I didn't say he did anything. I said he helped.
He wasn't a net negative.
No, he was not a net negative.
He wasn't a net negative.
However,
I won't say he helped him. He wasn't a negative.
Well, he helped him, comparatively speaking.
He wasn't a detractor.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that. He didn't hurt him. We'll go with that. He didn't hurt us.
Fair.
Because we've seen what the last 2 years have brought where we have not had a defense or a left tackle to save our lives.
God.
But Cincinnati has the worst offensive line in the game. They had the worst rated guard in the history of the NFL. Orlando Brown is trash. That offensive line, I'm pretty sure, has given up more sacks than any other offensive line that I can think of.
It has.
Absolutely horrendous. Mixon left because the offensive line could not open him holes.
And they didn't want to pay him. Yep.
And they didn't want to pay him.
And they told Trey
Hendrickson, yeah.
They pretty much told him, you might want to go test the open market and see what you can get, because
Trey Hendrickson is the best is probably the second or third best defensive end in the game, only behind
Watt and Bosa.
Well, I put Hutchinson up in Detroit.
Okay,
but he was hurt last year.
So he's like 4. He's like
five.
way up there.
He's fucking 5.
He's very high up there for people that don't name Bosa or Watt. Like.
So.
And you're like, go ahead. Bye. I think the Chiefs should pay him.
We don't have enough money to get Hendrickson right now because of Chris Jones's contract. If we could find somebody to replace Chris Jones.
Jesus. Well,
and not even be like
a
as productive, like numbers wise, but can just stop. Can be a hole filler.
Because I just need people that are going to take up 2 blockers.
Yeah,
Again,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
we
that's
need
what I'm
2
saying.
of those.
We need a hole filler.
And then our DNs will get home because
Yeah, exactly.
George and FAU can get home with that.
Exactly.
It's fine.
Exactly.
It's fine. Even Tillery.
Even if you moved
Tilray, whatever
FAU
his name
inside a
is.
little bit and then you put fucking Hendrickson on the outside, that would make it work. But
Dude.
we can't afford it with Chris Jones' contract. And I'm okay. I was okay with, and I'm still okay with Chris Jones' contract.
I'm not.
I'm okay with him because of his presence that he brings. Does he take plays off? Yes, we've seen it. He's another one of those guys.
What did he do in the playoffs this year?
Nothing this year.
And he was absent all through the playoffs, especially in the Super Bowl, where he did nothing.
But let's think about this logically, and this is one of those things that seems to always come up, is if you're in your first year or two of your contract that you just signed, you don't do anything.
Yeah, but this
Nobody
is the end of
ever
his
does.
career. Like, he's not signing another one here. He might elsewhere, but
he can go be Terrell Suggs, or he can go be one of those other guys that goes and when you need a shark or you need him to come off at the end of the year in the last 6 or 7 games,
playoff Jones.
he'll be that guy. Yeah, he'll be playoff Jones at that point in time. Do I want him on our team for that? Absolutely not.
Nope. I'm out.
Will I still have my 95 Chris Jones jersey? Yes. Will I still rock it? Yes. I will, because it's got my own last name on it. But
That's the only reason.
it is what it is.
That's it. That's all.
That is the only reason.
That's the
because
only
actually right
reason
now,
why.
the next jersey that I really want to get is I want a Creed Humphrey jersey.
Ooh, nice. I respect.
I'm
that.
a fan of that guy. He's fat. He's big boy.
He's
a nice guy.
True fat guy.
He is a true fat guy.
He's a
like don't get me wrong. I would also rock a Trey Smith jersey.
yes.
Those guys both love
The big
wrestling.
guys deserve love. Like,
Absolutely, 100%.
Trey Smith is a mean man.
When I got to see them live and in person at
Oh
Raw,
my God.
when they walked out,
you were just like,
bro,
oh my God,
those dudes are fucking huge. Like I didn't realize, like you see people in real, like when we saw. Granted, this was after he quit lifting weights and all that kind of stuff. When we saw the Nigerian Nightmare in person,
he was still not a small person.
he was not a small person, but he wasn't a big person.
No,
anymore.
he wasn't what he once was.
These guys are still on the diet, and I saw them walk past, and I'm 4 people from them.
You're like,
I'm like, God damn! Like, God damn, these boys are big. Shit.
what up, Hoss?
Yeah, no shit, right?
My God. Oh,
Which I'm glad that Trey Smith signed his tenure, which I knew they would. I think they're going to get him another contract. They're letting him make a shit ton of money this year, and I'm okay with that because he deserves it. He's probably one of the best guards, top 2 or 3.
he does, but we've got to stop overpaying for the interior, and we really got to focus on getting those tackles solidified, especially left. Maybe we did. Maybe Jalen Moore's the guy. Maybe that's what we've been waiting for. I'm going to be optimistic, but
I hope he is. Yeah.
until it's proven,
Until he comes in and he does something.
I'll be like, we spent money on the wrong thing if he ain't it.
I'm really curious, though, what they're going to do with Tooney's spot. And I don't know, I think Caliendo has a spot there because he proved himself in the playoffs.
Oh,
he can
even
be
if it's just a backup, just as a guy to come in.
Yeah.
I want Caliendo.
So do I.
I like him.
But I
like him a lot.
I also could see him fighting it out with either Morris or Sati. I don't know how to say that dude's name. The supposed left tackle. I could see them actually moving him to the interior.
Tuiasosopo.
Is
that?
No.
No, it's
Satyam.
It's Prince. No, that's a different one. Jesus, I'm getting all fucked up now.
It's Tuya Sub.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I'll pull it up.
You know who I'm talking about. They know who I'm talking about. I could see them actually moving him to the interior. I think he would be okay as a guard. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with Wanye Morris. I have no clue. But it's possible. Hang on. I got you right here. Or let's go to that chart.
Oh, they have removed him from that.
He's not even on here.
He's not listed in there.
He's
Why
not
is he
listed
not?
on ESPN either.
That's where I'm at.
They have
It's
Driscoll
ESPN.
as the backup left tackle.
I think I'm gonna have it.
Wow. Oh no, it's Suamatia. They have him listed as the starting left guard now. So they have technically moved him in.
Yes. Kingsley Suamatia.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's what we talked about before. I was like, he could slide in at left
Yeah,
guard,
and
and
I'm
he
good with
would
that.
be absolutely perfect
I
at
think
that
he would
spot.
be better there because he doesn't have to think a whole lot, and his big ass body will fit right in there.
He's plenty big.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's got the strength.
Yeah,
he's got the footwork.
He'll be fine.
He just wasn't fast enough to cover on the outside, and he's raw, and because of how raw he is, I think you move him inside and you're better.
Oh, I absolutely think you're right.
Do I think he's going to be able to replace Tooney right off the bat? No. Nobody's going to replace Tooney right off the bat. Like that's like somebody replacing Frankie Bag of Donuts Winters.
Interesting. And they got Wanye Morris as the backup right tackle, and he was supposed to be the left tackle.
Yeah.
Remember that? And we learned very quickly that is not going to be his role on his
Driscoll,
team.
I don't even know. Do you know who Ethan Driscoll is?
Oh, we've seen him play in preseason,
is.
but that's it.
He's the backup left tackle now.
Yeah. And yeah, actually, let's look at him. Let's see what old Ethan Driscoll.
What are your thoughts?
He's from Marshall.
Oh,
my man.
What's he? 6'8", 313? Is that what that says?
Yeah,
6'8", 313. That's a big boy.
That's a big.
I'm okay with that.
He's a big motherfucker.
He is a big motherfucker.
He's a special breed. What's that?
He is a special
big
breed.
Motherfucker. Big motherfucker.
I am okay with them re-signing Juju.
Oh yeah, that was
I'm
cheap.
great with
Hollywood, cheap.
Hollywood,
both
I'm
cheap
amazed.
Contracts. Let's do it.
I really wish they would go back out and get Justin Watson for one more year, but I know it's probably his time is gone, and I'm okay with that. There's some other people in there that could probably step up. I really would like to see Justin Ross do something.
Yeah, that's not
but
gonna happen.
he hasn't over the last 3 years.
Happen.
But I also would like to see Remigio get his chance.
Oh,
because I like
that
dude
great
as
in
a
the
punt
playoffs.
returner. Oh, he was amazing. He was a game changer.
Fantastic.
He was a game changer.
Got nothing bad to say about him. Nothing
Hands
bad
down
to
a game
say about
changer.
Remigio.
He's going to be the new Rufio. He needs to come out with a spike red hair.
And I want him to have a little sword. Just come out with a little sword.
Whenever he
gets
do it
USC
return,
style.
I'm okay with that.
I'm
okay with that. I don't like USC, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, even the Kareem Hunt signing, we had him come back too. I forgot about that.
I am ecstatic about that.
Again,
it's a 1-year deal.
Cheap.
I think they are bolstering the running backs appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
I still have a feeling that they may go out and get a running back in the draft.
They should, because it's going to be cheap labor for the next 4 years.
To that Scadaboo kid from Arizona State, which I don't really like that because he's just another Carson Steele.
And I honestly like Carson Steele better, minus
so
the fumble problems.
Well,
I think he's a better athlete.
Be all right on that.
I think Steele's a much better athlete than
he's also taller.
He's taller. He's faster.
Short. Yeah. But if they do go out and get I want to see them get a true scat back running back, like a fast guy.
Yes.
Like I want
a Sproles on this team in this offense.
I want a bigger.
I
version
want
of
to
Sproles,
see him thrive.
I'd be okay with that.
That's why I really wanted Deuce Vaughn to come to the Chiefs, because I'm like,
I knew we were never getting them. But
nothing with the Cowboys. He's sniffed preseason, and then regular season they're like, no. And I'm like, why did you draft him? Get rid of him.
And he was picked in what, the second or third round? I feel like
third or fourth.
Was it third or fourth? Okay,
third or fourth. And he was absolutely he's got skills,
he does have skills.
They're just wasting him.
He has a lot of skills, but
for a team that had nobody in the running back room, for him to not see playing time was criminal.
And that's the ball game.
Yeah, it's still a minute 43 left.
That's the ball game.
We can wrap it up. I'll let you cry off the air. I don't want you to cry.
I'm not going to cry. I want them to lose. I told you I want them to lose. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, I want to see KU. Well, I really want to see KU play St. John's for the one reason that I said. But otherwise, fuck them. I have not been a fan of that team this whole year. They can go take their Hunter Dickinson and fucking ride off into the glory hole sunset. I don't even care.
I got another one.
Got him.
So, I mean, it's been fun.
It has been fun. This was a good show.
Good show, George Washington.
Blessed be his name. I'll see you guys.